Hey y'all, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with a message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This is going to be a general love message, so whatever I see is what I'm going to read. If you haven't already, I would like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe and become an official Sunflower. And to all of my returning Sunflowers, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to read for you. I hope that this message resonates, and I hope that it gives you the comfort, confirmation, or clarity that you are looking for at this time. Today, we start the reading with the Devil and the Fool. This is both Capricorn and Aries energy. You could have that in your chart, or the person that you're romantically connected to could have that in their chart. We also have the Star here, which is Aquarius energy, Justice card, Libra, and once again, Aries doubling down with the Magician card here. Opening the reading like this tells me there was a bit of like impulsive or kind of reckless energy at the start of this relationship. And maybe it started on terms that were a little bit less than healthy. Okay. And what I mean by that is this could have been a situationship or just a sexual or physical relationship that brought one or both of you a lot of comfort at the time. I do see it developing into something more though. So this reading is exceedingly rare in the sense that it's talking about potentially a situationship or potentially a relationship that wasn't necessarily founded on the most um healthy terms, right? Coming into basically undergoing some sort of transformation to become a lot healthier for both of the people or everybody who's involved, right? So when I start the reading with this Devil card energy, that's the most past energy. That tells me this energy is something that you guys have already been working through, but it is something that makes you hesitate a little bit. There is still a little bit of fear there about whether or not you can totally jump into this, whether or not if you jump, will they catch you? That sort of thing. So basically, I feel like you guys are mirroring each other in a really interesting way because the energy is so progressive and it's so open and it's so like this is an energy of two people who are passionate about each other, who are willing and ready to do the work to create something solid and something stable. Maybe in the beginning it didn't start off like that. Maybe maybe neither one of you had the intentions of really, being settled down and in a committed relationship and treating this relationship like a serious thing. And I'm not sure what changed the relationship or what transformed this connection into something where you both wanted something healthier. I'm not sure what it was, but I honestly feel like it's maybe because maybe you've seen sides to each other that a lot of people don't really get to see. Maybe there was like an authenticity that existed within this connection simply because there were no rules or there were no labels or there was no pressure put onto it. Now, would I recommend anybody who's really seeking long-term partnership to go out there and just have all of these, nameless, faceless connections that don't really serve any purpose? Not necessarily, but I feel like when this person connected with you, they felt like they connected to something really, really, really special. They feel like you are the person that they want to settle down with, that they want to get better for, that they want to learn how to love and learn how to be in community with. They are somebody who's really, really, really intentional, okay, when they choose to be. And I see them moving in a very intentional way when it comes to you at this point. We have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So confirmation is coming either after this reading or before. Like you're going to know where this person stands, what this person wants, or this is you communicating that with them, okay? I see both of you really wanting a partner who challenges you, not just somebody who agrees with everything you say, not somebody who pretends to be everything you've ever wanted. This is somebody who like genuinely challenges you to be the best version of yourself, to be the best person that you can. You've been waiting a long time to meet your match. This person has too. Okay, so if you've been wondering, is this person for everybody? Are they community D or community P and all that kind of, they're not. They're really not. They've been waiting a long time for somebody to come through and challenge them in the ways that you have. They've been waiting a long time. They've become the partner that they were seeking. Now, do you have to be completely whole and completely healthy and perfect in order to find the person that you're looking for? Absolutely not. But I will say that this person has put an incredible amount of work or invested an incredible amount of time, effort, and energy into becoming the partner that they seek, becoming the version of themselves that is the most attractive for where they are right now and what they desire right now. They've been looking for somebody with this Two of Swords who can challenge them, who can tell them when they're wrong, who can help them upgrade, who can level them up. But this isn't somebody who's starting at the foundation. This is not somebody who's like, this is ground zero. You know what I mean? A lot of times we get impatient with people because we don't want to teach them how to be a mature adult. We don't want to teach them how to be a good partner. And it's not necessarily about teaching someone how to be a grown up or teaching somebody how to be a partner. We have to be willing and open to teaching people how to be our partner, right? Because not everybody's the same. Not everybody wants the same things. Because if that was the case, then there would be no issues with compatibility. If everybody wanted the same things, everybody would have a partner. Everybody would be married. Everybody would be settled down and having fun and having a great time. And that's just not the way it goes, because we all want different things. And it is exceedingly rare for somebody to come in the package that you want and also be the kind of partner that you're looking for. And I think that that's what this person sees in you. They see you as somebody who is really worth investing in, somebody who is really worth doing the work for. I don't know what you did to this person, Sagittarius. I don't know what you put on this person, but they are absolutely smitten. And it's even more than infatuation. It's even more than admiration. They are actually willing and ready to put boots on the ground to show you, to show up for you. They want you to understand how much they care about you, how much they want you, how much they're willing to work for you, how much they're willing to do to not only improve their lives, but the lives of all the people that they care about, especially you. This is somebody who seemingly has unlocked their servant's heart. This is somebody who doesn't only care about themselves, but the people around them. And I feel like that's what you've been looking for a long time as well. Somebody who's passionate about life and somebody who knows when to be selfish, somebody who's a little bit impulsive. They go off of what they feel, they follow their gut, but at the same time, they're considerate, they're thoughtful, they communicate well, and they're committed. The Knight of Pentacles at the center of the spread here tells me that this person is totally 100% down for you. And I feel like that there's nothing really at this point that you guys have seen enough of each other. I don't know what stage or phase you guys are in as far as talking, hooking up. You may have never even had sex with this person. This might just be somebody that you've spent a little bit of time with. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, this person sees you as that kind of their ideal partner. They feel like they know enough about you, but they still want to keep learning about you. They still feel very passionately about you. And you know what? One thing that's interesting to me about this reading is that it's almost selfish. Okay. This person's desire for you is almost selfish. And the reason why I say that is because the spread ends with them getting what they want. Wish fulfillment with you getting what you want also. This is like the Nine of Cups is energy of tasting all the flavors, having all the experiences, really like juicing life. You know what I'm saying? Getting every drop of joy, of pleasure, of passion out of life and really living that way, really cultivating that kind of joy day to day. If you're typically, I'm not sure, this isn't on the cards, but this is just a channel message. Some of you guys out there are really used to dealing with very pessimistic, negative, or antagonistic people. Naturally, you are very optimistic. Naturally, you are somebody who likes to build people up, support people. Yeah, you might tell a joke, but it's never going to be with the intention of tearing somebody else down or making them feel poorly about themselves. You don't even rock with people like that. I feel like if you've ever been in a situation or a relationship where somebody has tried to humble you over and over again, maybe because they feel like you're out of their league, you're too attractive for them, you get too much attention, or you get too many people, waiting in line or something like that, you're not going to have that problem with this person. And I think that they may have even had struggles with that as well. This is also why I'm saying you guys are mirroring each other, because there's just this strong energy of you guys not having the same exact relationship experience, but having very similar experiences when it comes to the people that you've connected to in the past. Okay. I just feel like you guys are going to be able to understand each other on a different level if you don't already. The more you give to this, the more you're going to get from it. And I know that that sounds so crazy, especially if you've come from a history of not really having relationships where reciprocity was given, or even like to where people didn't even really necessarily even appreciate the things that you were giving, right? I feel like maybe naturally you are a giver, you are an investor. And when you're ready for something, you are willing to jump in with both feet. You accepted, I feel that this relationship, you accepted however far it was going to go. I don't think you had any expectations, maybe hopes, dreams, wishes. I don't think you had any expectations of how this relationship should go or would go. You were just appreciating it for what it was in the moment. And as you started to invest more, as you started to show more effort or reciprocate the effort that was being shown to you by this person, I think it really allowed this relationship to blossom. I see both of you really, specifically this person, really wanting to manifest more security, more stability. Okay. There's some kind of fear that this person has when it comes to commitment. And I think that you just being who you are, you don't even have to do anything different than what you're doing. But being who you are is helping them to understand that they don't have to be afraid to commit, because when the right thing comes along, they're just naturally going to want to. They may have felt like they had a fear of commitment because they weren't willing to commit themselves to all of the other people that came before you, if they do have like an extensive dating history. But when it comes to you, they don't fear commitment because they feel like you're everything that they want. So I think if you guys have any hiccups or any miscommunications, it could be stemming from that place. You might also have a fear of commitment, but I don't think that that fear is going to really penetrate this connection or this relationship to the extent where things are going to go wrong or going to go poorly. Okay. So I'm just going to clarify just a little bit before I let you guys go. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles here for Sag. We have the Five of Swords, the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This may be a situation in which you've already separated yourself from this person, even if that separation was temporary. Okay. Some of us, can be a little bit overwhelmed when good love or healthy love comes into our life that we weren't necessarily expecting. And sometimes you can be a little bit in or out, a little bit hot and cold. What I see you as being somebody who is not afraid to cut someone off, or this is the person that you are connected to, right? With the Five of Swords, it's like how much are we willing to try to reconcile this? Is there too much damage? Has too much happened in the past? Like, can we heal this? Can we collect this? Can we get this back together? Can we reconcile this? And for everybody who may feel like they are willing and ready to reconcile, I feel like whatever happened, it was just miscommunications. Like I was saying, I was just speaking to this. It's just miscommunication. Like if this person like acts out of character occasionally, or they have moments where they kind of distance themselves emotionally, or you do, right? Because you could be that for sure as a Sagittarius. You could be doing that for sure. If you have a tendency to try to distance or separate yourself from someone whenever you become too overwhelmed, or whenever you start to get a little bit freaked out by the commitment you've made to them, maybe you have distanced yourself from this person in the past. And for you, you might be thinking like, has too much happened? If this was the person, if they were the one separating themselves from you, that's what they're thinking. Did I say the wrong things? Did I say too much? Like, have I hurt my chances of moving forward with Sagittarius? And I'm going to say no, because I don't think anything that they have done is just so terrible. I think maybe some words were said in haste. I think maybe some words were said out of hurt. I think maybe some exchanges, like you guys weren't on the same page or you weren't in sync when those things happen, right? It's important for you to be open and honest with your communication and try to communicate about things that are not about feelings as logically as possible. So when you're communicating your emotions, feel your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Don't intellectualize them. Don't do that. Feel your feelings and communicate from that place. But whenever you're discussing something that doesn't necessarily highlight an emotional attachment, then it's important for you to kind of pull that emotion back a little bit so you can really hear what the other person has to say. This could also be good advice for them as well. So let's clarify the Nine of Cups for Sagittarius here, please. Nine of Cups. We have the Page of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles with the Empress just under that Libra energy. Once again, with this Page of Wands, this is somebody who's excited, who's dreaming about the future, who's coming up with this grand vision for how things are supposed to be. This person can already see you as their partner. They can already see you as a part of their life. And whenever they fantasize about that, whenever they dream about that, it excites them. I don't know how long you've been not talking to this person. I don't know if maybe you just had some tips here and there. And I don't even know if you actually have ever been in a relationship with this person. This could be a brand new person, right? Who's maybe just wondering, has too much time passed? Did I miss my chance? Did I miss my moment? But whatever the case may be, I see this person visualizing a future that has you in it. and it makes them feel excited. If they couldn't commit to anybody before, they can see themselves committing to you. And all I would like to encourage you guys to do is to open up that communication, to have these conversations, to confirm what both of you are feeling and the direction that both of you want to move in, so that this can be as harmonious as possible. But I see this being very harmonious as well. And if you are asking yourself if you should move forward with this person who makes your heart sparkle, who dreams about you all day and night, I would say an absolute and resounding yes. All right, Sag, this is what I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening. Please comment below and let me know if this resonated with you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.